Okay, welcome to California lockdown, day one. Yeah, okay. Now this is different from this morning. I woke up early this morning, did a Facebook live. So this isn't live, so it's a little different. It doesn't feel the same because there's no interaction. But I just wanted to take the time to what? Make you feel better? I hope that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to alleviate fears and calm you somehow. And for me to say, calm down, doesn't really help, does it? Now, I've spent 20 years working in a psych facility as a psychiatric technician and a shift lead and a unit supervisor in a Atascadero State Hospital, the nation's largest forensic facility for psychiatric patients deemed criminally insane. So just retired recently, and I was hoping to just settle down and take it easy, and boom, California just went into state, let's see, I forget what to call it now. Edit. California has entered the first day of so 1, 2, 3. So California has entered its first day of shelter at home. Not shelter in place, shelter at home. So what they're saying is not going out for anything other than what's absolutely necessary, doctor's appointments, work if you still are able to work. Most people are sent home right now. It's probably about I don't know what the figures are now, but I would say 50% of the people are not working right now. The other 50% are in what the California state legislature deems necessary. So gas stations, stores, hardware stores, doctors, hospitals, banks, etc. Anything else is closed right now. Bars, restaurants, gyms, you name it. Any kind of movie theaters, all that's all shut down. So yeah, we're just I wouldn't say in shock. I kind of felt this was coming, but not quite this quickly. So anyway, I just want to talk to mainly the people in California, because on Facebook this morning I'm talking to mainly my friends, my hospital co-workers. They're having to stay there obviously, and things are going to get a little nuts there in that hospital. I can see it coming. They're used to being under lockdown, what we would call lockdown, literally like a prison lockdown. They're used to that. I mean, you never get used to it. You don't ever get used to it. But I've had a little experience with it, and I know that it's really very tough at first, and then there's kind of the accepting part, and then it gets a little crazy. And then as time goes on, people adapt, people adjust, you get into a routine, because that's what human beings do. We adapt. And so that's what I want to tell you, is that you're going to adapt. You're going to learn how to deal with this problem. So don't panic. Don't get on the woe is me track. Don't get on the panic track, because you don't want to go there. And there's no need to. You're going to be able to get food. The distribution line has been disrupted temporarily because all you people went out and bought toilet paper and started the panic, which was needless. So I think the supply line it's been disrupted, but it will restore itself. And we're going to get into a routine, and it's a little hard to accept at first, but it's the right thing to do to stop this thing. It's really the only thing we can do. And so, yes, people are going to lose their jobs. People are going to go out of business. It's inevitable, and it's horrible. And kids are going to be at home with parents who are not working, and it's going to create a lot of stress. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And I feel bad. I feel bad for you. I'm in a pretty good position. My kids are grown and gone, and they're safe right now. And so I don't know how else to tell you to say be calm. You know, when you're trying to, from my experience with psychiatric patients who are completely out of control, and I've got lots of experience with that. And yelling at somebody and telling them to calm down is the last thing you want to do. It doesn't work, obviously. You remember the scene in Airplane when they're going up to her and slapping her and telling her to calm down? It's kind of like that. You need to talk to people and ask them what is going on, and not in a accusing tone. It's more of, how can I help you tone. What's going on here? What can I do? What can I do to help you right now? And get them to talk and get them to think about, well, what is it that you can do? What is anybody can do? You know, get their mind off of their own panic somehow. You know, you have to be a helping hand in the storm for people. And that's how it's going to keep you calm down when you're helping others. You can fall apart later. I admit it, you know. I was in many crisis situations in the hospital with completely out of control, violent patients. And we just, as a team with no weapons, we have no weapons in the hospital. By talking these patients down, talking them down from either violence or escalating violence further. And you just have to learn to be a calm voice in the storm somehow. Even when you yourself may be not so calm on the inside, you literally have to fake it for them, you know? And yeah, you can fall apart later, but in the time of in the crisis, you know, when people are really having a rough time, you yourself need to remain calm. That's their model, okay? So I wish I could help you somehow. If you want to comment on this video, and I can get back to you, and I will get back to you right away. I'm not gonna talk about subscribing or anything about that. That's not what this is for. Okay. I want you to know that I'm going to probably do some more of these. This is day 1 of the California lockdown.